Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will tell you how to make a joke telling robot using JavaScript like this.
A user interface is like a joke. If you have to explain it, then it is not that good.
If you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell for the upcoming videos. For this small app, I am going to use this API. This API provides us several different endpoints. Particularly, I am going to use this one, which is about programming. It returns data something like this. First is written ID and type, which is programming, and then setup, and then punchline. And when we refresh the page, it gives us a different joke every time, like this. Now let's head over to our code editor so we can start coding. For this project, you will need one index.html file and one GIF and the script.js file and style.css file. I will provide you source code for this project in the description below. Please check it out. So first create a boilerplate by pressing Shift+1 and hit enter. This will create your boilerplate directly, and then change title to joke telling robot, and then link your CSS file with the HTML file like this, and then add your script file to it. Now first create a button with an ID of btn like this, and create a image tag and give it a source of robot.gif like this. Now open your file with the live server extension. It looks something like this. This is all for our HTML file. Now open the style.css. Select a body tag and give it a display of flex and set flex direction to column like this. Okay, now align item to center and justify content center, and then add height 100 viewport like this. Okay, now our all the content inside the body is centered horizontally and vertically. Now give it a background color of FFBA0A. Okay, now it looks much better. Then select a button, give it a padding of 15 pixel top and bottom and left right of 60 pixel like this. Okay, remove the border. Okay, give it a background color of hash 0A98FF like this. Give it a color white like this, and give a font size of 20 pixels and font weight to 600. Now give a border radius of 5 pixels so the corner of the button becomes rounded like this. Okay, now use box shadow property and give it a box shadow of 0, 2 pixel, 8 pixel, RGBA 000 and 0.5, something like this. Now it looks much better, and add a cursor pointer. Now when we hover over a button, it changes to a pointer. Now add a hover effect over a button, so when we hover over a button, it scales up by 1.1. So first select a button, on hover, use transform property and set to scale by 1.1. Now when we hovering, it scales up by 1.1. But the transition is not smooth. We need to add a transition property to a button like this. Transition all for 0.2 seconds linear like this. Now when we hovering over it, it smoothly scale up. Okay, Now our button is complete. Now when we click over this button, there is one outline over it. We need to remove that. So select button on focus outline none, like this. Now when we click over this button, the outline is not visible to us. Okay, this is all for our CSS file. Now we need to add some JavaScript to make it interactive. Now open your script.js file. First select a button using document.getElement by ID, and ID is btn. Now add event listener to the button like this, and it listen for a click and then run a function when a user click on this button. For now I am just console.log selected. Now open your console and check whether the button is working or not. Okay, just click over this button and it is working correctly. Okay, close it for now, and add a comment, add event listeners, and then create a function get jokes. Okay, then use a fetch method to fetch an API. This is the link of an API, just paste it over here. This fetch method returns a promise, so we need to handle it using dot then, like this, res arrow function res dot json, because we are getting the format in JSON format, and this will again returns a promise, so we need to handle it using dot then, and it returns a data, so we write data and then arrow function, and inside this function we just console.log data, so we can check what we are getting here, and then call a function so we can check the data in the console like this, and then open a console. It returns an array. Inside this array it returns an object with an ID 29. There is one punchline and another property called setup, and the type is programming. And when we refresh it again, it returns another joke. Okay, it again returns something. Now ID is 384. There is a different punchline and different setup. Okay, it means our API is working correctly and all we did here is working fine. Now get rid of this console.log. Instead of console.log, create a new variable, named it jokes, and store the value of the data at index 0, and then pass this jokes variable to a new function as an argument like this, get joke, and give it a argument jokes, which is our variable. Okay, now we need to create this new function like this, function get joke, and give it a argument of jokes. Okay, and then create a new variable setup, and inside this variable store a value of the setup which we are getting from the API, like jokes dot setup, and copy it again, change setup to punch line like this, and then concatenate these two variables into a new variable named joke is equal to setup plus punch line. Now console.log joke. Okay, this is which we are getting from the API. Now what we did up till this point is working correctly. Now what we want, when we click over this button, it tells us this joke. So for this we are going to use a speech API, basically a speech synthesis API. Okay, for using speech synthesis we first need to initialize it. Just go here, add a comment init speech. So first create a variable message is equal to new speech synthesis is utterance. First we need to call this and then create a new variable. First add a comment set text and then create a function set text message and pass a argument inside this as text. So inside the message variable there is one property called text, so I am going to use that. Message dot text is equal to text. This text is an argument which we are passing here. Okay, and then console.log text. Okay, now call this function inside this get joke set text message and pass the argument joke inside this. Now it console.log 2 times this joke because we are console.logging here and here also. Up till this point all we did is work correctly. Now we need to make it working so it can speak when we click over this button. So for this create a new function like this and name it speak text. Okay, and then use a new property which we are getting from the speech API, speech synthesis dot speak, and pass message inside this function. Okay, now we need to call this function inside the get jokes. Call it speak text. Okay, now there is one problem. When we click over this button it is not speaking, so we need to call this function when we click on this button. So cut from here and paste it over here like this. Okay, now when we click on this button it speaks out.
What did the router say to the doctor? It hurts when I pee. A user interface is like a joke. If you have to explain it, then it is not that good.
Okay, now it is working very good, but when we should get rid of this console.log, remove this from here and remove this it from here too, and save it and click over this button.
What's the best thing about a Boolean? Even if you're wrong, you're only off by a bit.
Okay, now it is working fine and it is looking very good. If you have any doubt regarding this video, please ask on the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe for more.